They don't want me to tell you this because it cuts into their profits, but this is a scam.
Okay, GMC. My question is, why are you designing transmissions that only last 30,000 miles?
Let's talk about why pickup trucks actually aren't selling.
Millions of Americans are returning their new trucks, and everyone knows why. Before we get started, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
All right, here we go again, guys. Can't make this up. I'm driving home. I'm going down Pooler Parkway, and this truck just stops working. So I was driving my truck, and the engine light came on, and I just lost all my forward propulsion. That's the same thing that happened before they addressed this recall and rebuilt this engine. And I had to coast into this side road, and when I try to start the truck, nothing's lit up. It's just, I don't know what's happening. Trying to start it, and it's just cycling. And then it speeds up the cycling. But while it's doing that, nothing's on the dashboard. And when I try to stop, when I stop that, then everything comes on the dashboard, but I have no power to move the vehicle. It won't start. So waiting for a tow truck now. We'll see what happens. So guys, this is a $95,000 truck.
$95,000 for this GMC Denali, dead on the highway a second time, and he still can't explain why.
I changed my mind on the new Duramaxes. This is a 2022. It's in park right now, doing that. It's got 27,000 miles. Check engine light come on. It won't hardly go reverse, won't hardly go in drive. We got one gear left. 27,000 miles.
I've got a big problem. Just bought this truck, 2022. Had it for a month. And yeah, 3,300 miles. If I keep doing that, it's gonna be 36,000 miles in a year.
Okay, GMC. My question is, why are you designing transmissions that only last 30,000 miles? Yeah, this truck is dog shit. For 100 grand, you get this GMC Denali, and it's gonna break down. Just a heads up to everyone else that are buying these pieces of garbage.
The new GMC truck just broke down in the middle of the road. And yes, many owners of these models have reported transmission problems.
They don't want me to tell you this because it cuts into their profits, but this is a scam. Look at these things. What do these have that old trucks don't? Tell me in the comments. Backup camera, 60 bucks on Amazon. Besides, just crash into somebody, be a man, it's 2026. Bluetooth, $16 tape. This one gets better fuel economy. Does it? What, 8 miles per gallon? Guess what that works out to? 350 bucks a year savings. It's all planned obsolescence. Why are we all stuck in this debt trap where we think that spending $80,000 on a truck that's gonna cost you $1,600 a month is a good idea? How? It's modern day slavery. For me, I'm done. Are you done?
The real reason why these new trucks and cars aren't going to last is not because they're going to have a major mechanical issue or they're going to rust out all the way. Now, we will see that with some new cars, right? You will see like the Tundra or the 6.2 liter from GM, or we saw the EcoBoost with the wet belt system when they blow up. What made these trucks last so long was that because they were simple mechanically, and the electronics compared to today are so simplistic. I mean, these trucks, even when they new, were technically complex, but compared to now, they only have a few computers, 4 or 5 computers, where a new car can have 10 to 20 times that. It needs 10 to 20 times the processing power. Think about that. So even this one that has a little electrical gremlin, this thing will actually still run and drive. I mean, it's 26 years old and has almost 300,000 miles. But the other thing too, these new cars are all software driven. And the scary part about that is how long are the manufacturers going to support the software on these cars, like on the back end? Because we see phone manufacturers, computer manufacturers, that they give up on the software after about 10 years or so, max. Like 10 years is the max you're going to get on a computer. So how long are we going to make the manufacturers stand behind the software on these cars so they actually work properly?
Have you noticed that pickup truck beds just keep getting smaller and smaller? Yeah, these two trucks right here have the same bed length. It seems a little goofy when you see it side by side like this. Well, you're not imagining things. In 1979, the average truck bed length was about 64% of the entire truck's length. In 2021, that was reduced to 37%. At the same time, pickup trucks keep getting bigger and heavier. A 1979 Ford F-150 would have started around 3,000 pounds. A 2021 F-150 XL would have started around 4,000 pounds. And the caveat to this whole thing is that you can still get that regular cab with a long bed. It's just that nobody really buys them. Everybody wants the short bed with a crew cab and tons of space, and I'll tell you why. This has been deeply studied by the people making these pickup trucks. They know that people want the appearance of a tough, capable, powerful vehicle, but their use case is much more like a minivan.
That's true. In essence, pickup trucks have already lost their true purpose. Not only do older pickup trucks have much more cargo space, but they're also much more reliable.
Jesus. 7,000 miles on a 2025. Everyone talks about how these Chevy frames get all rusty pretty early on. So this is a 2025 with like 12,000 kilometers, maybe 7,000 miles. She's looking pretty rusty, fellas. But it gets better. Look at that. Jesus. 7,000 miles on a 2025. And you get a frame that looks like that? Jeez. Now look, granted, we are up here in Canada where they salt the roads to living hell, but I mean, you know, you'd like to think the frame wouldn't rust that soon. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. What do you guys think? Is this acceptable? GM, they don't paint their frames. They put this waxy stuff on it, and it just, I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting that they don't paint their frames and their frames seem to rust the fastest. Is that a coincidence?
This right here is why the 2019 and up Ram 1500 is the worst truck you can buy. You are absolutely getting scammed out of your money. And this is personally why I will never buy a Ram truck, because of the corners cut in engineering. The fact that the 2019 plus Ram 1500 has plastic upper control arms is actually insane to me. You are cutting costs so much that you put plastic upper control arms instead of metal upper control arms. Absolutely nobody said, hey, my metal control arms suck. I really want plastic upper control arms. And you wonder why nobody is buying your trucks anymore, why sales have absolutely dipped. It's because you cut corners. You absolutely try and save money any way you can. Then you're going to upcharge the customer for the new big screen, for all the stupid technology features y'all have. But give me plastic upper control arms. That is completely unacceptable, especially with how expensive these trucks are getting nowadays. Like, just come on, do better.
I've never seen a car this new with such low miles. It's destroyed. And it's not destroyed in the way you think it is. But man, is it really starting to rust under here. This thing is a 2023. And every part of this frame that I can look at has a good amount of surface rust on it. And this thing only has 15,000 miles on it. I mean, the truck bed is still in really good shape. I mean, the interior practically looks brand new. I mean, fabric, absolutely no wear. And as you see there, 15,506 miles on it. I'm just so confused how there could be this much rust. We're not up north. This isn't a plow truck, but it is four-wheel drive. But this has to be one of the worst shifters ever made. I hate that spin dial shifter. I mean, look at the front there. The grounds are almost gone. I mean, it's absolutely wild. And this thing has a car wash subscription, so I know it's going to the car wash during the winter. I just don't know how it's this bad. That's absolutely wild. I mean, is it just a quality issue? Is it a RAM issue? I've never seen something like that so early on in a car's life.
15,000 miles on a 2023 Ram and the whole frame is already rotting, and it looks terrible.
Here we go with these fucking trucks again. Brand new 2025 Kenworth. Don't know what AEB stands for. Again, your lane assist, whatever, broken. Camera sensor in the front that shows you the speedometer and whatnot, or stop signs and all that shit, broken. 23,335.2 miles. Man, I don't know what the deal is. These electronic trucks are obviously pieces of shit and they're gutless. My dog has more horsepower than this fucking thing, but anyway, we broke it.
If you drive a Ram truck, you definitely don't know shit about trucks. And that includes me, by the way, because I'm sitting in a Ram pickup right now, 2021 Ram that I bought 2 years ago, 1500, whatever. Bought it 2 years ago. This thing has been nothing but problems. It's constantly giving me some new shit for no reason. Like regular driving, constantly having problems. At work, we got Ram pickups, constant problems. Rear diff went out the other day, no reason at all. This is like regular driving. Constantly some random shit, and then half the time it'll just go away. Like, what are these things? You know, I bought this 2 years ago thinking like, oh, you know, it's a nice pickup. I don't really have too hard of a preference for trucks. I do prefer a Power Stroke over any truck, but I didn't have a, you know, I had no need for a diesel, so I didn't get a diesel. Got this Ram thinking, you know, nice pickup, whatever. Turns out I was fucking wrong, because what the hell is wrong with these things? They're easy to work on, and apparently it's because they constantly have problems. Just stick with your Ford.
Why go buy something new and reliable when you can buy something like this? Instead, just go buy a Facebook Marketplace special. This thing costs about $6,000, 16 years old. It's a 1500, it has a V8. Sure, yeah, you can go and buy newer trucks and buy something that's brand new with warranty off the lot. Sure, you could do that. Spend anywhere from $40,000 to $80,000. Or you can just buy something like this. This is my 2010 4th gen Dodge Ram. No, it doesn't have the Hemi. And guess what? No, it doesn't have the V6, as you would see these on most V6 trucks. It's got a 4.7 instead. This is not a Hemi, it's not a V6. But it's a V8, and it makes V8 noises. It still has like 300 something horsepower and 320 something foot-pounds of torque, I think. It'll still tow like 7,000, 7,800 pounds. It's also 4-wheel drive. Yeah, sure thing. It's 16 years old. It's a 16-year-old truck. It's got off the marketplace for like $6 grand. Guess what? It's gonna have $6,000 16-year-old truck issues. But guess what? It doesn't have a car payment. And you don't have to deal with all the boring and stupid technology that comes with a bunch of new modern trucks. And sure, it drinks gas more than it drinks more gas than a Scottish soccer fan in Boston. But it's got a pretty decent sized bed, you can haul stuff, and it's got that really cool window right there that slides back and forth. Don't buy a new truck. Buy a Facebook Marketplace special. Just my thoughts.
Completely agree. No reason to drop $40,000 to $80,000 on a new truck when you can get a solid V8 like this 2010 Ram for $6 grand with no payments. Yeah, it'll have some old truck quirks, but at least you're not stuck with a massive monthly bill and all that unnecessary tech.
It's like a $100,000 Raptor, and I just wanted you to listen to how cheap this sounds. Like, it's not broken. It's just like, that's just how it sits in there. Crazy Ford. $100,000. Can't even make it not feel like Fisher Price.
New feature in the 2023 Z71. Do we love or hate it?
Look what we got, man. I just mentioned this 2019 Ford Ranger. Wonderful piece of fucking vehicle. Look at it. Big fucking XLT Ranger. You'd think there'd be a 460 in this, but it's got a 2.3 turbo, which is completely fucked, knocking like crazy. And I gotta take it out. Nowhere to get torque converter bolts out. Look what you gotta do. You gotta remove that fucking starter way up underneath everything right there. You ain't changing that motherfucking starter in a pinch. You are completely butt fucked from the ass behind with a horse dick. They'll ban this video, but I don't give a fuck. Look at this. Starter is right the fuck there. You see the light on it? It's buried up under there. What a fucking shit bird of an fucking engineering plan. Right where the oil filter is, which is shrouded up against the inner fender. Who the fuck thinks this shit up like this? What kind of asshole, mechanic-hating piece of shit thinks this up? I've never seen nothing like this before. It's the worst one fucking yet. Fucking, how do you get the exhaust undone? You gotta fuck with this shit, rust it the fuck. No way to get it off. It's all shrouded with heat fucking protective coating to get the turbo out of the way. What a piece of fuck. What kind of asshole would put this together? They didn't intend for nobody to fix it.
These new trucks are just too fancy in the wrong ways. So first off, this is a mid-trim truck, and it's got to have the tablet screen, right? Four-wheel drives have to be buttons and knobs now. Parking brake, electronic, right? You press that, it goes in. You gotta have 30 different things for your wipers, right? Gauge cluster. Why do we need a digital gauge cluster, right? What's wrong with the analog one, right? You're gonna tell me this is gonna outlast an analog gauge cluster? You gotta be joking with me. You gotta be pulling my leg. 1,000 miles in. Is the check engine light supposed to be on? Don't even get me started about the cameras. Watch this. What's the mirrors for? Why do we need that? Like, and then the other thing too is I hate how all this stuff is integrated together, right? You can't just, when this radio breaks, and eventually it's going to break, right? You don't have 10-year-old iPads that still work, right? So when you replace this, all this stuff is integrated together, so you can't just replace it. But it's a great idea though, because then it's going to make you have to get a new truck, because your radio broke. And then to add all this technology, they not only made these trucks basically cheaper with the parts, but then they've made them more expensive. So it's like you're getting a worse truck, but paying more for it.
Exactly. These new trucks are overcomplicated for no reason. Digital everything, giant screens, electronic parking brake. It all just adds more things that can break and cost a fortune to fix.
Buy a fucking Chevy, they said. It's a great car, they said. American vehicles, easy to work on, they said. Well, they're not fucking easy when they stupid shit like this strip.
Hey, let me show you how good this thing sounds.
That is for sure.
Yeah, I've dealt with them before.
It's do we know what's going on with it so far?
Yeah, about 10 things.
10 things.
It's bad. The estimate's $18,000. If that gives you any idea.
Oh my God! I knew it. The truck's screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sold us a lemon.
No, it's bad. What happened was the brakes are completely gone.
Yeah, and they
the
think
piston
and
failed.
their warranty won't even cover those.
Right, and then I printed out your warranty this morning off of their website. Like I said, I spent two hours already this morning. I got here at 7.
Oh my God.
I have a parts list a mile long. You need a turbo. You need all your sensors from your def injectors failed, cause all these sensors to be contaminated. So with def fluid. So it ruined all the NOx sensors and different ones like that. And then we have to remove the exhaust camshaft and all that. And looking at your contract, you have an exclusionary list about a mile long too. That's stuff they don't cover.
Are you kidding me?
So like I paid a few $1,000s for your contract with them.
Of course.
So, and this is $18,000 worth of crap.
That's crazy.
But I think most of it's not included except for the turbo. You might only get the turbo from them.
That's really
and
crazy.
And you got an entire problem with your DEF system. The whole system failed.
Yeah, and that's what Meineke told us. Meineke told us that they weren't going to touch it. That's why they told us to send it to you.
No. And most garages won't. It's bad. I mean, you got a lot of work.
Oh my God.
I mean, the labor itself is almost $4,000.
That's crazy. Yeah, because you have to get all the parts and everything first, and that's if they even cover
there's
anything.
Going to be. So I'll make the claim. I don't see Silver Rock doing anything, and if they do decide to take it in case the coverage it starts on day one, looking at their paperwork, the only chance I'm getting is the turbo, which is only like 5,000 of the 18.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and then we'll go from there.
This right here is exactly why I'm staying away from newer trucks. $18,000 in repairs on what's probably still a relatively new vehicle, and the warranty barely covers anything.
Let's talk about why pickup trucks actually aren't selling. I've seen a lot of people claim this because truck beds are too small nowadays. Now this truck happens to have a 5'7" bed, but you can easily get trucks with a 6'4" bed, even an 8-foot bed with half tons. Heavy duties, it's even easier. So these people claiming that truck beds are too small just haven't done their research. The next claim I've heard is that truck cabs are just too big nowadays, that we need to have smaller, more affordable cabs available. Now these big crew cabs are very common, but you can still get a quad cab, right? Shorter back door. You can even get single cabs. Now this configuration with a crew cab and a short bed is the most common configuration, but it's not the only configuration. The next argument that I've heard is that the trucks have too much tech, but you don't have to get all this tech. This truck, for example, has massage seats and a passenger screen. It's not standard equipment. Now the next reason that I hear from people is that modern pickup trucks aren't reliable enough. Modern engines, especially turbo engines, need new oil every 3,000 to 5,000 miles. If you aren't doing that, don't tell me your truck's not reliable. You're just not maintaining it properly. The real reason why pickup truck sales have slowed is pricing. I mean, this truck, for example, stickers for almost $90K. And this is where I mentioned that Ram is up in sales this year, whereas Ford and Chevy, they're down. And it comes down to one simple truth. Ram has huge discounts. Ford and Chevy, they got discounts. They're not big enough.
Picking up my electric truck today. I had a bad module in the rear end. Everybody's wondering what was going on with that, so hopefully that fixes it. But I will say that this 1500 is a complete turd. So this is the Chevy Silverado 1500, and it has the Turbo Max, which is a little tiny 4-cylinder turbo, and it is gutless. After driving the electric truck the last year, even my Honda Ridgeline kicks the crap out of this thing. This gets 16 miles a gallon for the last 850 miles. Gutless. Absolutely no power. Interior is mediocre. The heated seats and heated steering wheels, nice features, but this is an LT. It's pretty loaded for what it is, but this is a $45,000+ truck, and it's gutless. You couldn't tow with this even if you wanted to with the little Turbo Max. This is a nice feature here. You know, soft close up and down. They rhino lined the tailgate portion, but they didn't do the bed. I don't know. In general, it's been an okay truck, but for how crappy the fuel economy is on it, I wouldn't suggest it. I'd go get another Ridgeline in a heartbeat. Probably not a Chevy electric truck again, but it's definitely got way more ass than this thing, and it's way more comfortable to drive, and it gets better economy in general. But yeah, this is not impressive at all.
Well, here she is, brand new 2027, top of the line. You want to take her for a test drive? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I've been saving for this thing for like 3 years. Let's go.
Hello. Before we begin, I will need to assess your current state. Please look into the camera.
The camera? Okay, sure.
Scanning. Elevated heart rate detected. Pupil dilation above baseline.
I'm excited. I just bought a car.
These are consistent with impairment indicators. For your safety and the safety of others, I am unable to start at this time.
I'm not impaired, I'm happy.
Happiness and impairment present similar biometric profiles. I cannot distinguish between them. Initiating calming protocol.
Why is there monk music? That's the calming protocol. It's supposed to bring your heart rate down so it's safe for you to drive. How long does that take? It depends on how calm you get. Okay, I'm calm. I'm calm. Can we try again?
Rescanning. Heart rate elevated. Stress indicators present.
That's because the car won't start.
I understand this may be frustrating. Would you like me to increase the volume of the calming protocol?
No, I don't want more monks.
Increasing monks.
Is there an override for this? Well, there's a federal override form, but it takes 3 to 5 business days to process. 3 to 5 days to drive my own car is for your safety. Okay, well, what if I just sit here until my heart rate goes down?
That is the recommended approach. Current estimated wait time is 47 minutes.
47 minutes?
Your heart rate increased when I said 47 minutes. New estimated wait time is 1 hour, 12 minutes.
I want my old car back. We already processed the trade-in.
I sense despair. Transitioning to ocean sounds.
It's both funny and sad. Share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think of the new tracks? See you in the next video.